Hello and welcome back to PF International Circuit here in Lincolnshire, England for the 2004 Kart Masters GP. In our first programme we saw some fantastic racing from the junior classes. Now though it's the turn of the seniors, the 16-plus-year-old drivers. There are 4 different categories and in each of those divisions we have got at least 8 or 9 key contenders. So what you're about to see is some fiercely contested racing.
There certainly will be some fast and furious action from the senior classes, particularly so from the red and white plates that are the Formula TKM Extreme. 115cc's of direct drive 2-stroke power, regulated chassis and controlled tyres make this the UK's most popular class. Formula Libre has proven to be a great hit following its introduction here at the Kart Masters some 3 years ago. Engine manufacture and high-tech chassis designs are free, provided they meet the regulations. Only tyres are controlled in what is karting's equivalent to Formula 1. Next up, the green and white plates of the 100 national class. Again, engines are limited to 100cc, and whilst any engine make can be used, they must all run what they call rotary valves. That said, they're almost as quick as Formula Libre, so expect loads of excitement. And finally it's the Rotex Max with the blue and white numbers. There's a massive entry here at the Kart Masters, so expect some fantastic action from these 125cc water-cooled 2-strokes as the very best UK drivers battle it out for the coveted GP title. But it's to the TKM Extreme class that we turn our attentions as the pack gets underway in their first final. With entries oversubscribed for this year's PF International Kart Masters, competition has been fierce throughout the earlier heats to qualify for this race. The 14 card of James Nash, 7th, 10th and 2nd in the heats, had started from the front row and needed to stay near the front to ensure a good position within the final. But pressure was coming from the 7 kart of Ryan Ferner and 8 Michael Ryle, both of whom were on the same mission. And it was to be Ferner and the 60 kart of Ryan Cole who were to dictate the pace of this final, both eventually pulling clear of the chasing pack. But there's always some drama in TKM, and this last lap tangle effectively spoilt the chances for drivers like Sarah Barrow. Out front, the 60 kart of Cole took the win, thus ensuring him pole position in the grand final to come. So on our Hot Shots board, Ryan Cole has to be our favourite for the GP title. With that impressive win in the first final, the safe money is on him. Although a disappointing 21st in the first final, Barnaby Pittingale has run reasonably well in the heats, and his experience of this track could see him do well. Sarah Barrow has been the fast lady this weekend with an 8th and 13th in the heats, so she could yet spring a surprise.
Sarah, you're going very well in TKM. You've had one bad heat though.
Yeah, we did, yeah. Had a bit of a coming together with someone in the second hairpin and my brake pedal fell off, so couldn't finish that one, which is a bit annoying.
Good to see plenty of girls out there this weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot actually. I was quite surprised. There's a lot more girls coming into the sport, I think, now, especially in the junior classes. It's a lot better.
And you've not long stepped up into TKM Extreme, have you?
No, I moved up a few years ago, but the last 2 years I haven't been racing due to kind of exams at school and stuff, so I've just kind of come back into it now and it's going well so far.
And what is your ambition for this weekend?
I want probably top 10. I'd be pretty happy, maybe top 5. We'll see how it goes.
And are you planning to race a little bit more regularly from now on?
Yeah, definitely. Next year I might be moving up into 100 national or ICA, so that would be really good.
Okay, well, good luck for today.
Thank you very much.
So let's go to the grid for our TKM Extreme Grand Final. Ryan Cole number 60 on pole, 7 Ryan Ferner beside him on 2. Then it's 93 Danny Allen, and beside him 63 Adam Rogers. 14 James Nash is in spot number 5 with 35 Thomas Barrow in 6. Number 8 Michael Ryle is at 7 with 37 David Robb at 8. And on the 5th row of the grid, 23 Sean Carter, 95 Andrew Wilkinson. As we go to Chris Hartley for the race coverage.
Thanks, Alan. On with the most popular of British karting classes then, Formula TKM Extreme. Traditionally 100cc category, but this year it was upgraded to 115cc category. The kart's quicker than they've ever been before. Very evenly matched machines. We've got two Ryans on the front row of the grid, led around on the formation lap by Ryan Cole, number 60. The man from Nottingham won the pre-final by 3.7 seconds. Can he do the same here? Away we go then, finding themselves into the first corner. Cole gets a cracking start up the inside there. As a midfield collision there, two karts out, 20 David Grady and 24 James Hunt. Their race is effectively over before they start. Cole into the lead then. Ryan Ferner, who started this race second, tucks in behind in the number 7 kart. Filing their way through the first hairpin. Into the second then. Number 30 there going around the outside. He's made a terrific start. That's James Harris, who's already shot from 12th to 6th in just 2 or 3 corners. Cole leads there through the chicane for the first time. Then it's Ferner. Then it's Adam Rogers in 3rd position. And in 4th place we've got David Robb. Sorted themselves out now. Ryan Cole is at the head of the field. Look at this massive pack of TKM karts working their way through the complex for the first time. And there are a number of quick drivers that will have to do some early work here, having had a bad pre-final starting at the back of the grid. They'll have to pick off some places in the first lap or so while everybody's bunched up. Ryan Ferner there in 2nd place then. Up to 3rd has come David Robb, ahead of Adam Rogers in the 63 kart. James Harris number 30 making good ground still behind them. There goes David Robb up the inside, takes Adam Rogers with him, and Ryan Ferner loses 2 places there in the number 7 kart. So the Scotsman up to 2nd place now, and Ferner about to lose another position possibly to James Harris. Harris has the inside line as they hurtle towards the left-right chicane. Did he get through or not? That's the question. He didn't. Just see in the background that Ferner managed to cling on to his place, but he's still nevertheless dropped from 2nd to 4th in one fell swoop there. David Robb then, number 37, has gone from 20th to 8th in the pre-final. He's making good ground here in the grand final as well. Now James Harris, number 30, has lost the place to number 14, James Nash, and he's got Sam Wilson, number 52, and 3 or 4 other karts queuing up behind him as well. Heading down towards the hairpin, the first of them. Number 23, Sean Carter, in on the action as well. And there is number 21 making a move there, Scott Mulvern, picking up another place in the midfield. Here comes Wilson up the inside into the second hairpin. And James Harris, after a terrific start, ultimately hasn't got the pace to hang on to that lead group. There is Adam Rogers, who is in 2nd place now, ahead of David Robb. Behind the pair of them, we've got Ryan Ferner in the number 7 kart. Have made a bit of a break from the rest of the pack, and hang on, the rear bumper is loose on Ryan Ferner's kart. There it is, dangling at the back of him, skitting up as it hits the tarmac, and that is a big problem. That's going to cause him to retire. Surely almost sends him off the track there as the bumper digs in. He realises the problem and backs out of this race. That's a terrific shame for the driver that finished 7th in last year's Super 1 British Championship. He backs off the gas and he's going to drop out of this lead battle. Ryan Cole storming away with it at the front of the field. Top 3 go through. There's Ryan Ferner, a sad sight as he retires from this race. Who then will pick up the 4th place? Let's wait and see who the first man through is. A long way back, it's going to be 52, Sam Wilson. Wilson ahead of 23, Sean Carter. Then we've got number 14, James Nash in the mix as well. And Nash at the inside of Carter there. He left the door wide open on the way into the right-hander and gave that place away fairly easily. Behind the pair of them, we've got number 35, that's Thomas Barrow, the brother of Sarah Barrow, who we heard from earlier on. And Sarah's making good progress in this race. She started 26th on the grid, but she's already worked her way up into the top 10. There she is, number 91 at the back of the group. Rogers goes by in 2nd place. David Robb in 3rd now, but falling back. He's got an equally comfortable gap between himself and that battle for 4th position though. Ryan Cole at number 60, currently 16th in the Super 1 British Championship. He's had one bad round and he can discount your worst point score at the end of the season. So with that in mind, he should be on for top 10 finish in this year's British Championship. Casually glances over the shoulder there to make sure that everybody else is still a million miles behind him. They are, so he'll cruise around the final stages, just make sure he brings the kart home. He won't be stressing that engine too much at this stage. He doesn't need to. He's nearly 4 seconds ahead of everybody else. Adam Rogers just glimpsed there in 2nd place. Now the battle on between these pair. Number 14, James Nash, comes off. He tried to go around the outside of Sam Wilson there. He exposed himself to danger. The momentum, the energy carried to the outside of the track. He came off worse. He's out of the race on the final lap. Last couple of corners then for Ryan Cole. He'll burst onto the start-finish straight. He won the pre-final easily. He wins the grand final even more dominantly. And 2nd position is going to go to Adam Rogers.
And what a great drive from Ryan Cole, taking what looked like an easy win over Rogers, with Rob 3rd, Barrow 4th and Michael Ryle 5th. And just outside the top placings are Sarah with a great 6th place overall. But congratulations go to our top 3 heading on their lap of honour towards the podium. And it was Chris who caught up again with the race winner.
Ryan, very well done. That was relatively straightforward there, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, at the start, we knew I'd pretty much stay level with them at the start because we've got a kart set to come on a bit later on. After a few laps, I just got my head down, put some consistent laps together, and managed to take the win.
And well done once again to Ryan, who deservedly takes the title and the coveted GP plate for 2004. Join us again after the break when it's all action.